just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Love. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Ready. Blue check. Set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
Dillon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Check. Huh?
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Set, ready. Trouble, 38. Hey, red. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Ready. Smith, red.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Check, hey, check mega. Black ultra. Strike, strike. Green. Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Love looking to throw it. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Ready. Drill. 52. Down.
Throwing. Love. Staying up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Right. 97. You don't blue. 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Check right. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go. Blaster, stick. Cut.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, 33 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively off. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Set, ready.
Love now. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by McManus is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Love going to give it up on a touch pass. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Love. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. From 13 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. To return, Jerome Ford. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and short, it's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running right with Chubb. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. Third down, 1 yard to go. Chubb going for the marker. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Watson. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Judy there to grab it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Chubb on the give, headed left. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ford. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 42. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Black swap. Hut, hut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Set.
Going run again with Jacobs. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Faster, faster. Clock, 10.
So that was an exciting first quarter, but not the cleanest. A couple of early turnovers. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
On the double.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at 3rd and 7. He completes it in traffic. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
52 blaster. Set.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Set, hut. Green jack. Hey, hey, blue. Slide blue. Ready?
3rd and long. Here's Love. Gets this one to Watson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here we go, here we go. Go pink.
Man in motion here.
Hut.
Thrown on first down, Love. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers get the game's first points here in the second. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's on the move. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Chubb running out of the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Offense up to the line fast. From the 33 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Watson. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, Watson escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. To throw, here's Watson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 2nd down, looking for options. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns earn the chance to tie it before halftime. On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Ready.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the score remains knotted, 7-all. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set, cut.
Jacobs running behind center. And he gets him around 6 there. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Yellow, line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Smith, red. Hut, hut.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Hicks takes it away. And the Browns are going to take over after the interception. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
Set.
Again, it's Chubb. Spins out of one stop. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here's Ford running right. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Nixon now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
From the pistol, here's Love. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go.
Handoff here to Jacobs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Smash, red.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. That one's caught along the left sideline. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Come on, set.
Love out of the shotgun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Hurry, hurry.
Offense in the hurry up here.
22 needle.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
50 Fury.
Koramoah on the tackle.
Spike 60.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns 34-yard line.
Spike, white. Ready?
From the 34. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Working quickly here. 3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Set. Fury, yellow. Claws red. Set.
Looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Another one for Ford. Broke through the tackle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Browns ball, working to carry this lead through to the end.
14, Packers 7.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. A give to Chubb, running left. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They give inside to Chubb. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the gun, Watson. Brought in by Ford. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Running right with Chubb. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
On third down, they'll go with Chubb. And he'll advance this down to the 22-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
Shotgun now for Love. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Trouble, 38.
Good for a Green Bay Packer.
Love from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off.
They'll take over first down again at their own 5-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. They go with Chubb here. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Browns with a 10-point advantage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Chubb. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. On that run, that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The give now to Chubb. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of just 2. They needed 5. It's going to be 4th and 3. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Down. Set. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Steal. Block. Ready.
From the 30 on second down. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Cycle.
First down throw. Here's Love. Getting out to us. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Shot. 17. Set. Cut.
After the sack, another pass on second down. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready. Ready. Black shot. 6. Mega. Hut.
Looking to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down Packers. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Running left, it's Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They'll try the right side here. Barkley at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Check right.
A first carry for the All-Pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Play action this time with Love. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft. 56 yards. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 10. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Brought down back at the 32.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Love now. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Love, they go play action now. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Come on, set.
In motion right goes Reed. Love going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
On the ball.
Now 2nd and 3. Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Love looking to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Milton Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
And now Love going to change things up.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Jack, striker, 3-3.
Now Love.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A handoff, Barkley running left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 22, Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. They run behind center with Gainwell. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Barkley again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
58 yards.
And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
McManus now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Ties the game at 17. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's good for an Eagles.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Saquon Barkley running right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
At the 47-yard line.
Shot, 17.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 17. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
10 cycles. Let's go. Set.
Play fake. Here's Love. Out to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Love. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
52 blaster. Come on, set.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves,
touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 51 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready up.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Yellow, line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Love. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go from Lambeau. Jaden Reed to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now Love. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Ready.
Love from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 28. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
Buys time, rolling right. And he can escape no longer. They roam over and bring him down. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The kick by Folk is good, and the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted, but that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
2nd
Second and 13. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Packers will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Love out of the shotgun. Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Set. Cut, cut.
Jacobs running behind center. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Escapes out to the left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Caught by the open man. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 1.
Ready.
Love. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers stretch their early lead to 9. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers go up 10-zip here in the 1st. On now is McManus to kick this away. To return, Jerome Ford. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. That's complete, David Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 44. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. Oh, he trucked that defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, Watson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So before... We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have second down behind the sticks. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
3rd and short, it's Watson. He's on the move. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Carlson's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On the return, here comes Reed. Return's looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. From the 37. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Right.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Set, ready.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready. Hut.
Love now to throw. Cut by Jacobs. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
And cycle.
Throwing now from the gun. The back grabs it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Let's go. Check pink.
Going power with a big tight end. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Jordan Love, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Watson now. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. At the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Ready, set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go now.
Love looking to pass. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
52 blaster. Set.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Okay, Frank.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down.
Down. 22 needle. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The Packers take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That finds Jacobs complete. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
Here's Love. And the defender comes away with it. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
This is that. First 6.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Flush down now to his left. He's on the move. And he'll go out at the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Set.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air, Watson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Hey, 31! 34!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Watson on 1st and 10. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. And the kick by Folk is good. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he can't escape. The Packers drop in. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Chased out to his right. The ball is out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here.
Set.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Striker, 3-3. Black Ultra. Set, go.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Ball finds his running back, it's A.J. Dillon. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Here we go.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Gets this one to Watson. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers push